What's up, y'all? You're watching Union Minded. I'm your host, Eric, and today we are going to do a labor news roundup and check in on our brothers and sisters out at IBEW46 Limited Energy Unit and their strike. Now, as we know, there was a vote that was to be held, and NECA's new proposal offered standard CIR language, which is the language that forces any disagreements to go to CIR directly, unilaterally. It doesn't matter. You can bring it by yourself unilaterally, or if you come to a disagreement, it goes to CIR. You can't strike. There's no work stoppages. You let CIR handle it, and whatever they come up with, both sides have to live by it. Here at Local 26, we just got taken to CIR by NECA, our partners, because they didn't like the language changes in the contract, even though they agreed to it. And my thinking is they probably anticipated the contract getting voted down. They probably were very upset that it passed. And so, like a child throwing a tantrum, they said, let's take it to CIR. And luckily for us, CIR agreed with our negotiation team and sided with us. So there was a proposal from NECA for a little bit more money and standard CIR language, because IBEW46 operates under modified CIR language, which means that they can withhold their labor. They don't have to send everything to CIR. It has to be agreeable by both parties to have CIR decide for them. So they have modified CIR language. It's a little different, but there's a website called The Stand, and they've been doing a good job reporting on the IBEW46 negotiations and strike, and they have an article that came out yesterday that I want to share with you guys, because we're doing the labor roundup, labor news updates. So here we go. IBEW46 Limited Energy Electricians voted to reject the National Electrical Contractors Association's latest offer by nearly 90% in results announced late afternoon on June 11th, with approximately 80% of the unit voting. Electricians stood strong and shot down a deal that would have stripped the workers of the ability to strike. After months of negotiations and NECA's delays, including more than 8 weeks on strike, management pushed a contract offer that made some wage improvements while hacking away at labor rights, including limiting workers' voices in their own workplace and contract processes, and bargaining away the workers' right to strike. The offer was not recommended by the bargaining committee. Despite the economic pressure of a months-long strike, limited energy electricians said no, as our IBEW46 siblings head back to the table and keep up their picket lines. They need our support now more than ever. Support the strike fund and buy a t-shirt. Editors note they're super soft, or you could buy a sticker. Join a picket line between 6 a.m. and 2 p.m. if you live in the Seattle, Washington area. Those picket lines are Evergreen, 3623 East Marginal Way Street in Seattle. Cochrane Headquarters, 12500 Aurora Avenue, North Seattle. Cochrane Field Office, 8345 154th Avenue, Northeast Redmond. You can call NECA at 206-284-2150 and urge them to settle a fair contract now. Bombard their lines and let them know that they're in the wrong position. That, the only reason they make a profit is because workers spin wrenches. Why don't you let them know that? Maybe they should be grateful and break bread fairly instead of trying to always take everything for themselves and leave the crumbs for the workers. How about we do that? Since January, IBEW46 has been bargaining for better wages, paid holidays, and a fair contract for LE electricians to replace the one that expired on March 31st and was subsequently extended for 10 days. When NECA negotiators refused to make any movement for their rejected contract offer, the LE electricians went on strike against NECA effective April 11th. Unless they are working on a job site covered by a project labor agreement/community workforce agreement, and since then, some individual contractors have been separating from NECA and have been removed from IBEW46's strike list. I told you guys before, they did make individual deals with individual contractors, aside from this NECA fight that's going on. LE electricians install and maintain multiple life safety systems, such as fire and security alarms, building access and HVAC controls, computers, phones, emergency radios, and more. However, they are paid significantly less than the other Puget Sound area unionized electricians, and NECA negotiators have refused to grant them something that most workers have: paid holidays. You can learn more at IBEW46.com. I want to thank the Stand for putting out this information. I think it's important information that we need to take a look at. And as union members ourselves, or people that aspire to be union members that come to this channel and watch these videos, it's imperative on us to learn the obligation of solidarity. We have to support each other. And right now, IBEW46, right now, they're the ones on the front lines. So let's support this local union so that they can continue to fight for a fairer contract, because believe it or not, they're fighting for us too. NECA is a national organization. They're fighting on our behalf as well. So make the phone call, donate some money. If you're at a local union, ask your local union to donate some money. Let's help these guys get over this hump and win this fight. It's how we do it, together. Now, what else do we have coming down the pike? Well, it's Thursday, so today was Brotherhood Night. It's held every Thursday in Ashburn. I hope you had a chance to go and visit the brothers out there that get together every Thursday after work and share in some a meal, some conversation, and some solidarity. It's a beautiful event. You should definitely attend. Tomorrow is Friday, union meeting night. And more than just union meeting night, it's also the Electrical Workers Minority Coalition meeting night. If you're going to the Lanham location for the main meeting, the general membership meeting, come early. Get there at 5 and come to the EWMC meeting and learn about an organization that does all of its efforts towards solidarity building and fighting for those that are underrepresented. We are a very active organization, and we need as many helping hands as possible. So if you're interested, you see the work that we do, you want to be a part of something good that feels good, come out to an EWMC meeting, 5 p.m. at the Lanham location. All right, that's what's coming up tomorrow here at Local 26. I'm expecting to see a lot of siblings at these locations, especially this is the first meeting since we approved the contract, and I got to imagine there's going to be a lot of questions. And I'm expecting to see a full house, and I'm looking forward to talking to folks and really sharing that evening and learning how they feel about everything, and really just getting to an understanding, because that's the critical thing. Because here at 26, we're at a point right now where there's a fissure, there's a crack, and we have to mend that crack, because if you can mend that crack and have that body activated, we can change the world. We can change the world. My name's Eric. You're watching Union Minded. Remember that the fight's not left and right, it's up and down. It's going to take solidarity to win always. Each one teach one, get out there and reach one, and remember there can be no union without you and I front and center. So let's go. Peace.